Our human way of verbalizing, talking, communicating through this vessel has reached or learned to produce what we think is effective words, effective information, but we don't know why, you see. Or we have many reasons why we seem to be more verbally able to use and promote language in a what you would call, our mind would say, in an effective way or an ineffective way. But what we kind of miss is our judgmental mind makes decisions now as quick as how it can produce or replicate that what it thinks before even any analysis, analyzing what's going on. See, like say Jiddu Krishnamurti, he's classed as a nihilistic, unreligious, uncaring, uncouth, unkind, whatever, because of the words that appear to be effective or ineffective to your vocabulary and your understanding about what your experience of life is. But what Jiddu Krishnamurti is doing is slowing it so down, slowing everything down to give something an opportunity to take a step back and actually experience the words, the silence that the words mask, the silence that seems to illuminate from the words. But our mind now says that the words have to illuminate from the silence. The words are much more important. The meaning, the intent that words can do, whether good or bad. I remember during that midlife awakening where your mind is so slow, there's no thoughts, everything seems to be slow speed. And someone had raised a point at some discussion and said openly, not the subject that was in discussion, but just an open, during break time, why do we go to war? What is war? And immediately, many reasons. Your mind can say justifiable, your mind can say not justifiable, really an excuse, really a feeble attempt, all built up ways to express each as individual meaning of what the question meant. But no one took a step back and said, why do we go to war? What is war? Because we feel as if we're the child, you see. The child doesn't know what war is until the parents describe what it is, explain what it is. And the child will take on the ownership of the parents' reason because they respect their parents. But when you absolutely empty your mind, you appear to be like the child, but you still have that adult information bank, that knowledge. So you don't accept your parents' description, your parents' reason, your parents' analysis on what they tell you war is. So you have to go back and search for yourself. What is war? You see? And no answer will come. Why do we go to war? No answer will come. Because every answer is taking you away from the question. The real root, the core of the question. No one really looks at the question. There's a flittering of words which sets the mind into operation, into the banks of where this information and knowledge is born, and the speed of what we are now, the speed of technology, the speed of how we can talk, the speed of, the human life, all affects how we answer. Oh, I know what war is. Yeah, war means two countries get together and we have to fight for our rights, and we have to fight, and they have to come in, and we have to defend ourselves, and blah, 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 blah. Why do we have to resort to these actions of war? What is war, you see? No one wants to answer the question because they don't know the answer, because it stops them in their track and they can't answer the question, and the question is unanswerable like every other question. Who am I? You can spend 100 years, 1,000 years if you get the chance, and all this question will do, hopefully, will make you stop finding an answer. Stop looking for something that is not feasible. See, we don't know. Wars are just flirtations, experiences, creations, impressions, assumptions on what we think this is about. We have been given a mind to understand and establish what this is about. No, we were given a mind to witness the glory of being alive, and to have some sort of sense of respect, evaluation, gratitude for the experience of being alive. But it's too simple for the mind, you see. It's too simple for the intellect, the mind. The mind that really knows all about war. I've been learning about war since I was a child, I know the vocabulary of war. I know about every war. I know why this country went to war with that country. I know about this war. I know how many people were killed. Should these people have been killed? Well, it's the result of war. You see, we've been going in war for centuries now, so we have to continue going to war. You see, that's how it is. The complacency of mind is unbelievably foolish. But the speed that it wants to be complacent at impregnates the truth about what we are. Only a mirror exists, only a moment. But you don't want to answer the question. You don't want to look at the moment. You don't want to look at mirror. Oh, I know what a mirror is. You stand in front of it and it reflects back a picture of you. What mirrors, you see? What is the act of mirroring? See, too simple. I don't want to be the child. I want to know all about the glass, all about the manufacturing, all about the dates, all about the times, all about the size, all about the quality of the image, all about the seeing and the understanding and the copying and the imitating and the replicating and the reflecting of what is obviously in front of me, an image of me. So the mirror reflects an image of me. How come it took so many words to get to that point, you see? to get to the point of the one moment that exists. How many worlds?